This strange grey rock, sitting in my neighbor's garage for years, turned out to be the secret that ancient farmers used to grow food in volcanic soil without ever touching a shovel. And when Margaret, a 72-year-old grandmother from Ohio, sprinkled just a handful of this forgotten mineral on her tired garden bed, her tomatoes grew so heavy the stems nearly snapped. Her neighbor actually asked if she hired a professional landscaper. She didn't. She just stopped digging and started thinking like an ancient farmer. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how this no-dig mineral method works, step by step, so you can transform your garden without breaking your back or your budget. Stay with me. Let me ask you something honest. How many times have you looked at your garden and felt your backache just thinking about all that digging? You're not alone. Every spring, millions of gardeners grab their shovels, their tillers, their forks, and they dig. They turn. They break up that hard, compacted soil. And you know what? They're actually making it worse. I know, that sounds backwards. But here's what soil scientists discovered. Under your garden, there's a whole invisible city. Billions of tiny organisms, bacteria, fungi, earthworms, all working together, building tunnels, creating pathways for water and nutrients. Every time you dig, you destroy that city. You're basically sending a bulldozer through a neighborhood and then wondering why nothing grows right. That's why so many of us end up with soil that turns to concrete in summer, plants that need constant watering, and vegetables that taste like, well, water. But here's the good news. There's a better way, a lazier way. And ancient farmers figured it out thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago, farmers near ancient volcanoes noticed something strange. The soil around volcanic areas was different. Plants grew faster, bigger, healthier. And the farmers? They barely had to do anything. The secret? These ancient minerals, crushed volcanic rock, packed with over 70 trace elements that modern soil has completely lost. And this isn't just folklore. A 2019 study from the University of Sheffield in England found that soil treated with volcanic rock dust increased crop yields by up to 20% in just one season. Scientists also discovered this rock dust helps soil retain water better and even absorbs CO2 from the air. Today, we call it rock dust, or by its fancy name, Azomite. And here's what I love about it. A 10-pound bag costs less than a pizza dinner. One application lasts 3 to 5 years, and you literally just sprinkle it on top. No digging, no mixing, no back pain. You see, when you add these minerals to the surface, the rain and earthworms do the work for you. That's right, you're basically hiring millions of tiny workers for free. And they don't even ask for coffee breaks. Within weeks, your soil starts to hold water better, which means less watering for you. Release nutrients slowly, which means healthier plants. And attract more earthworms, which means free fertilizer. But here's the part most people get wrong. Not all rock dust is the same. Here are your 3 best options. Azomite, the most popular. Mined from ancient volcanic ash in Utah. Great all-around choice. Glacial rock dust. If you're up north, this works beautifully. Comes from ancient glacier deposits. Basalt rock dust, the budget-friendly option. Works slower, but still effective. My personal favorite? Azomite. Easy to find, and a little goes a long way. Here's a simple formula. For a new garden bed, 2 to 3 pounds per 10 square feet. For an existing garden, 1 to 2 pounds per 10 square feet. For potted plants, 1 tablespoon per gallon of soil. Don't overthink this. A rough estimate is fine. Your plants are very forgiving. Now, those first 2 steps were pretty simple, right? But step 3 is what surprised me most when I first heard it. This is where the magic happens. Take your rock dust and simply sprinkle it on top of your soil. That's it. Do not dig it in. Do not till it. Do not mix it. Just let it sit there. The rain will wash it down. The earthworms will pull it deeper. The soil microbes will break it down and deliver those nutrients right to your plant roots. You did almost nothing, and your soil is now healing itself. I call this strategic laziness. And honestly, it's the smartest thing you can do for your garden. Now, here's the bonus step that takes this method from good to incredible. After you sprinkle your rock dust, add a 2 to 3 inch layer of mulch on top. Wood chips, straw, leaves, whatever you have. This creates a sandwich effect. The mulch keeps moisture in. The rock dust feeds the soil. And the earthworms throw a party underneath. Seriously, within a few weeks, you'll see more earthworms than ever before. And that means your soil is coming back to life. Remember Margaret from Ohio? Let me tell you what happened after she tried this method. First year, her tomatoes doubled in size. For the first time in 15 years, she had enough to make sauce for the entire winter. She watered 40% less than before, and her knees thanked her every single day. Second year, 3 neighbors asked for her secret. She started sharing extra vegetables with the whole street. And her grandson, the kid who never wanted to help in the garden, actually asked to help her harvest. But here's what touched me most. Margaret told me, for the first time in 10 years, I can play with my grandkids in the garden without having to go inside and rest after 20 minutes. She hasn't touched a shovel in 2 years. Now she just sits on her porch, sips her lemonade, and watches her garden grow. That is the power of working with nature instead of against it. So here's what I want you to remember. No shovel, no tiller, no back pain. You just need to think like those ancient farmers did. Let the earth do the heavy lifting. Start small. Just 1 garden bed, 1 handful of rock dust, 1 layer of mulch, and then wait. Let nature work her magic. If this video helped you, hit that subscribe button. I share new, no-dig, senior-friendly gardening tips every week. And if you want to take your soil even further, watch this video next, where I show you the 5-minute composting trick that feeds your garden all year long. Until next time, happy gardening.